Hello and greetings, everyone. Thank you all for coming by to hang out with me and watch as I try and learn more of Blender 3D. I really appreciate it. It's been kind of a frustrating day, and like I said on X, I almost wasn't going to stream today because I wasn't quite feeling up to it as the day was going on. But I didn't want to just let a day go by and not learn anything, and continue my Blender 3D lessons. So I decided we'll just do this. It'll just be a nice little hangout session where I will play the relaxing music and we'll just take it from there. So I appreciate everyone coming by, and we'll get on with things once I read what you guys have to say. So let's see. Oh, Random Dragon, welcome. Thank you for coming by. I know Liliana's birthday stream is still. Is it still happening? Hold on. Did it end? Did she end? Oh, I guess that happened. Whoops. Well, I was lurking there, but stuff was happening, and it ended. Okay. Yep, I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I was lurking for a bit, but yeah, just a lot of frustrating stuff happening today. So, I didn't mean to not say anything, but as I always like to say to folks when they turn another age, happy level up day. Just like with Nick Gamer, who says, what did he say? Like, hello and hello and happy birthday to me. And so I was like, and a happy level up day. Let's see. Sean says, my mom volunteered at a homeless shelter to serve them food and brought something unpleasant back with her. It's okay. Someone needs to take care of those people. That's true. And that's very, very kind and generous of your mom to do things like that. So, but there is that risk of possibly bringing back illnesses with you. So, is she feeling okay? By the way, I don't know. And Tate says, glad you're here anyway. Thank you, Tate. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you are here. I'm just taking a look. I'm also lurking at another friend of mine's stream. Yeah, her name's Raquel, and she is currently playing Fortnite, and my buddy Dexter is there. And I said, Dexter, if you play Fortnite, I will take 1 penny away from your bank account. And he replied, you can't stop me, Trapp. And, well, he's right. I can't. But I can be really annoying about it. And so I will be. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pick up from where we left off. The next part of the Blender tutorial that I'm learning from is about learning how to do a run cycle animation. So, making a character start running. And that is definitely part of the actions I would love for have my future characters to do. Besides fighting and stuff like that. But this will be a good first step. So, as Tate says, run, Forrest, run! I might actually do something like that. That's one of the things that I just love about this program is just the possibilities. Like, you look out at this, and it just stretches onward for infinity, in every direction. My Lord Geekdom, I will address that chat in just a moment, okay? But as I was saying, but first of all, thank you so much for that. I will give you a shout out in just a moment. But one of the things that I just love about programs such as this or I don't know if you're using 3D Studio Max or Maya or something, is that everything kind of stretches out in infinite directions, and there's just endless possibilities that you can come up with when it comes to making these things. So, you know, trying to make things like on this scale can also seem very intimidating, because it's like, wow, where do I even start? Like, what do I do first? What do I learn first? And admittedly, that can be difficult, picking a direction to go in. But I'm happy about the direction that I've gone in so far in trying to move the characters around. That's what my first instinct is always to do whenever I'm trying to learn like a new form of animation or an animation process, or if I'm just like doing silly stuff with my plushie toys. It's just, I just want to move the characters around and make them do things, and then figure out all of the intricacies later of, like, you know, where to place the camera and what specific actions I want the characters to act out. But yeah. All right. Dom says, "No rush. You do your thing, baby." All right. Let's see what my British sugar daddy has written for me on Twitch. So Dom has subscribed for 49 months. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. That is a long period of time. Thank you so much. He says, "Well then, I shall give you some extra thick pennies." I almost thought that said something else. Yes, extra thick pennies. Sir Trapp. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Dom. Let me give you that shout out. Even though I'm sure everyone who is watching on Twitch already follows you, as well as they should. And Dom is laughing. Come on. Come on. You knew my mind was going there. Come on. You should know. But yeah. Thank you, Dom. Your donation shall, of course, go towards the car donation fund, the down payment fund, and it all helps. So thank you so much. And he says, "I mean, it's true. Yes. Yes, indeed." All right. Well, let's play some slow, relaxing music benefiting of extra thick pennies. Where is it? Here we go. Oh yeah, I better put the music by Chill Hop in the screen right there. Yep, there we go. Oh yeah, baby. Things are about to get slow and groovy. You guys distract me from what I'm actually trying to do, which is learn! But I appreciate you all being here. Where is that tutorial? There it is! Even Udemy is proud of me. It says you're on a 2-week streak of learning. Thank you, Udemy. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. So we are on lesson 34 in this tutorial guide, which is Run Cycle Part 1. And of course, I'll show you guys on stream what I will be learning from, but I won't be showing the tutorial itself because it is content that I paid for. Alright, you can't see it. Here it is. 2 weeks of streaking. Hope there wasn't any shrinkage. Well, you know, it does get cold at night. So, for that, I try to stay by, warm fires. Or I just sneak into people's beds. And they never even knew I was there. So, yep, there it is. Lesson 34, Run Cycle, Part 1. So, that's what we'll be learning from. I'll try to explain what I'm learning as I'm learning it. And we'll go from there. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to bring in a reference for starting off the basis of this run cycle animation so we can copy the pose and kind of go from there. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take us back to the void screen because you guys don't need to see all of the questionable pictures that are on my hard drive. And then once I bring in the reference proper, we'll get back to the Blender screen. So, is this a different set of references, or is this the same ones as before? Okay. No, I have to download this. Okay, where is it? Ah, resources, run cycle, PNG. Okay, there it is. I said, there it is. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we begin this properly, I should show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something a little interesting. Let's see, did I save? Oh, I didn't save it? I guess I didn't save it. Okay, hold on. Go here. Hentai! Yeah, sure. The hentai, that's what it is. Although there are some really good 3D animators out there. Look up Rigid 3D on X. In fact, I'll even type it in chat. Rigid 3D. Yeah, look up that name on X, and you might maybe you might find something interesting. Okay, so I have to go to import .obj, save here, go to, where's my folder? Oh, there it is. It's staring me right in the face. Dogma, welcome. Hello, divine leader of the Democratic People's... Wait. Hello, divine leader of the Democratic People's... Oh, of the THICC Republic. Greetings and salutations to you as well, Sarcastic Dogma. I hope you are doing well. I have a surprise for you all. And no, it's not hentai. Not this time, anyway. But, yes, I have a surprise for you all. I want to ask you guys something. Do you remember the first trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog? With the first Sonic the Hedgehog character design? I wanna know if you guys still remember that, you know, that imagery from the past, from the pre-2020 world. Dogma says, that awful thing. Well, Dogma, as Jerry Springer used to say, we have a surprise for you. All right, let's bring him out. It's Ugly Sonic, everybody. He's back with all of his teethy glory. He is back, and he is a 3D model that I can one day add a skeleton to a rig, and I can animate. He's even got the same kind of shoes and no gloves. Fresh off his appearance from the Chip and Dale movie. Well, actually, that design is slightly different. And I have that one too. Why is Stream Elements showing me that whatever, it's not important. But yeah. There he is. So I have a idea in the future to use this character design for a series of animated videos, and I wanted to know if anyone had made a model of Ugly Sonic, and lo and behold, I was able to find this. So I will have this saved in storage for a later time. So I just wanted to scar your eyes once again with this, you know, bring that back to memory. So, you know, you'd be like, oh no, you know, Trapp is going to visually violate our minds. So, that's all. Okay, back to the void we go. Who dares to text me now? Maybe the CIA is texting me, being like, did you just commit the criminal act of scarring your audience with Ugly Sonic? Yes, I did. And I'll do it again, too. And then I'll get labeled as a domestic terrorist. Never sleep again. Never sleep again. But yeah, Dom, you mentioned his appearance from Chip and Dale. Let me do something just for you. Let's see, I gotta go here, import .stl file. Go back here, go over here. But as leader of the THICC, do you not have diplomatic immunity? I don't think while I'm still residing in the continental United States, I might still come under some form of jurisdiction. Okay, I'm gonna bring us back from the void. because I want you guys to see this. Okay, so, you know, there's Ugly Sonic again, just as we saw before. But if we zoom out and out and out some more, oh my god, what is this godlike being? It's Ugly Sonic from Chip and Dale! I don't know why Blender loads him in looking like this. You know, kind of laying horizontal. But yeah, there he is. The textures aren't there either, like the color textures. But there's his face. He's like a god hovering above us puny mortals. Because, like, you know, our original Ugly Sonic is here. Meanwhile, godlike Ugly Sonic is up there. Correction, Dogma. Trapp. He has thickomatic immunity. Or thicklomatic. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, I don't know. I might either use this model up here, or I might use our blue, tiny, Ugly Sonic down here. It's albino Ugly Sonic. Hail Hydrate and Hail Hydrate. Oh, Redeemed Hydrate. Okay. Alright, fine. I guess I could hydrate myself just a little bit. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that. Dom and Callie. Alright, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. So I'm gonna go back to our other file here, which is the... Actually, wait. First I'm gonna save this so I won't have to keep bringing this back. Call this Ugly Sonic Duo. There we go. So that'll be saved, and then next time I won't have to load in all of these files twice. Alright, back to this. Let's see, don't have to, can always save for later. Yeah. Okay, now, back to the void while I bring in this reference picture. Oh, Dom says, Trapp, guess what? That short of mine now has 4.7k views! Hey, that is awesome. I am really happy to hear that for you, Dom. I know you work really hard on your YouTube channel, getting various clips and videos and short videos out there. So I'm glad that, you know, something that you put out there is getting traction. So, you know, congrats on that. That's crazy that it's blown up so much so quickly. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just how YouTube's how YouTube has set up their algorithm these days, is that they really push those short videos, and I think a lot of it is to try and compete with TikTok, but I suppose it's also how content is discovered nowadays these days. So, short videos are the way to go. Way to go. Okay, now where did I save that? Or did I even save it? I don't think I did. I gotta save that reference file. Okay, save linked content at... Oh, okay, I saved it in the wrong place. That's why. Okay, so that needs to go here. Run cycle. And Callie says, congrats, Dom, and all the llamas, and Dom says, thanks, Cal. Kal-El of Krypton? Kneel before Zod! Okay, that's something else, but yeah. Okay, where are we putting this reference file? So I gotta go to side view, which I think is 3? Yep, 3. Which always messes up my VTuber. Now he's looking real evil. And now he's back to normal. Yeah, my VTuber's emotes are connected to the numpad, but the numpad also controls the camera views on Blender, so it's a constant battle of back and forth. Okay. So this is a problem that I ran into earlier when I placed a reference picture into Blender before. Alright, where's that run cycle picture? Oh, let me do this. Sort by type. Oh, there it is. Alright, I can bring us back from the void now. At least I think so. Dogma says, speaking of thick, I smoked some beef ribs early and made my homemade barbecue sauce. It was amazing. Oh, earlier. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, that sounds great. I haven't had any beef ribs in a while. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, so that's why that happened. So we have to go to object mode, not pose mode. And then you can bring that in. Ah, and then it shows up. You know, my fat ass enjoyed it, lol. Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but no. I'm glad it was good and tasty. Alright, so now we gotta try and line up the picture here. So let's see, set to scale it up. Nope, that's scaling it down. About, I guess, there? Maybe I need to zoom out slightly. Bring that up a bit. And then, yeah, something like that. Oh, hey, Panda. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the chilled-out music while I try to figure out how to do stuff. I may stream tomorrow at about this time. Well, no, wait. Dom's birthday stream is tomorrow, so I guess I won't be streaming at all. Okay, well then I guess the next time I'll be doing this will be Wednesday morning. Pacific time, that is. So yeah, just a heads up. You know, tomorrow I'm taking my mom in to get a an additional scan. This is after her mammogram, so her doctors recommended a ultrasound because they think they saw something during the mammogram. So anyway, this is all very frustrating and time-consuming. So that's happening tomorrow afternoon at in the afternoon. So I will be there at least hopefully for the first part of Dom's stream, and then I'll have to dip out. I may well be done by this time. Well, yeah, we'll see how it is. If I'm feeling too tired, you know, by the time we come back and, you know, I've relaxed for a bit and I just don't feel up to streaming, then we'll just see how it goes. And Dogma says Pacific. Ew. What do you got against Pacific time, Dogma? Oh, so that's why this looks like that. So if we come off of side view here and we go to front view, the picture's kind of, well, not quite going down the middle of the character. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it kind of is, seeing where it's positioned and all. So I guess we'll have to move it to the side a bit. Yeah. G and then X, and then we move that over there. And I guess we can go back to side view. West Coast people are weird. Well, you get no arguments from me on that. For I, too, am a weirdo. Alpha Proto says, don't say that. What, that I'm a weirdo? I mean, it's true. Alpha Proto says, by the way, welcome, Mr. Alpha Proto, says, you just like to blend, that's all. Everybody gets their blend on now and then. And Dom says, Trapp likes to blend it like Beckham. Oh my god. If we were still in Helldiver Soldier, I'd probably yell some sort of insult at you, but I don't want to put my voice through that again right now, so I'll just have to let it slide. I will just have to let it slide. Just for now. But anyway, I appreciate all you guys watching across YouTube, Twitch, Kick. I would say X, but no one's really watching over there. So thank you so much. According to the Restream chat app, we have, what did it say? 23 people watching. My God. Thanks. It's almost like a small little convention room of just you guys, you know, watching me mess around in this program. Dom says, "Hey, puns and dad jokes for the win. When we're not when we're not liberating, that is, I suppose. Yes, but puns are my kryptonite. Oh, I felt myself getting weaker. Oh no, I'm dying. Alpha Proto says, "Yep, people like to watch you mess around in this program." Well, there are sites for the other kind of messing around, which I'm not on, supposedly. Callie says, "Honey and lemon might might help your throat, Trap." That is actually a good idea. S3B87? That's an interesting name. Oh, we actually have a viewer on Kick. Dottie Watson says, "Blender." Yes. Welcome. Appreciate you coming by to watch. Just to let you know, for anyone who's watching on Kick, the Restream chat app does not show chats from Kick. So if I don't see your message for a little bit, I apologize. But yeah, Restream is kind of dropping the ball in that aspect. So I'm sorry, but I appreciate your viewership. So thank you for coming by. On Twitch, Random Dragon says, "Sure." And Dom says, "Sounds like a robot." Oh yeah, the, what was that? S3B87 or whatever the name was. Yeah. Doesn't quite sound like a real name. I mean, unless that's what they want their name to be. But it could be a bot spy, so we'll have to be on the lookout. And Dottie says, "All good." Alright, thank you. I just wanted to let you know that. And of course, there's a pinned chat message as well, you know, to let viewers on Kick know. But yes, I am trying to learn Blender 3D. I'm trying to make new 3D animation videos. And this is the process of my trying to learn it. I'm learning from a course on the website Udemy called Learn to Rig and Animate Models and Characters in Blender. And today's lesson is all about run cycle animations, which you can see from this reference picture right here. So I guess we're going to start doing the pose for the run cycle. And this is only part 1. So we'll hopefully do part 2 tomorrow night or Wednesday, depending. And Dottie says, "Nice," and nice. Nice. Ah, yes, and thank you everyone who is sharing out the link to the stream on X. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's imagery right there that cannot be shared on a live stream. So I better tuck that away safely. Oh, and Dottie is following on Kick, so thank you very much. Put that over there. And Alpha Proto's making the what face? You know, there's just some pages of artists on X that I follow, and you know, they like to do very mature kind of work that I appreciate. And that's all I'll say. Can't wait to see what you create in Blender. Well, thank you very much. And they put a lol emote in chat. Yeah, I might have to do these Blender streams at this time of night. Seems there's a lot more viewership than when I do this in the morning. Though I can't always do this at night because some of my nights are busy. I swore I could have heard this music in like some videos before. You should get back to blending then. Indeed, I shall. Alright, so what's next? We are 1 minute and 15 seconds into this 10-minute tutorial. Okay, I'm still following along in the tutorial, so, you know, if I go quiet for a bit, that's what's happening. Sean says, told you I was going to pass out, and the world is still here. Is it, Sean? Is it? Or is this just a figment of your imagination pieced together from the destroyed remnants of the world that you knew? Holy smokes, we're getting a raid. It's Mitchie with a raid of 12. Mitchie, welcome. It was also Mitchie's birthday today. So, once again, I say, happy level up day, Mitchie. And thank you for bringing your raid over here. How did the rest of your stream go? Let's see. Callie says, I'm never reliable. Sometimes I'm available to watch at night, other times at night, but I'll always pop in when I can, and I appreciate that. Nope, one of the nights should be morning. And Michi comes in with her Ayakashi raid. And Callie says, hiya at Michi and Raiders. And Sean says, I can't be sure either way. Alpha Proto says, today would have been my mother's birthday. Well, I'm sure you would have made it a good one. So. And I know she would have, you know, loved to have spent it with you as well, my friend. Mitchie says, thank you, friend. Dom says, welcome and happy birthday, Mitchie. Mitchie says, it was fun. We played Last Train at a Wormtown. Very fun. Sean says, may she continue to rest in peace. Definitely. And Callie says, hey, Dom. Happy birthday to you. Yep. People are... They are leveling up and they're turning different ages. Dom says, shh, Callie, I haven't had the big sleep yet. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Mitchie, thank you. I will give you a shout out right now. I hope you guys will follow my friend Michi Hano. She does lots of different streams. She's been playing Monster Hunter just about every Tuesday. She plays Disney Dreamlight Valley. She's played, I think Spyro, like one of the Spyro games. So let me just do this real quick. Shout out Michi Hano. And there we go. Give Michi a follow. You won't regret it. She's been a good friend and supporter of me for years now. I always like it when, like, one group of friends that I know can meet another group of friends that I know. It's like a friendship multiverse of madness. Callie says, well, it's ticked 4:30 past 12, so Still your birthday. Yeah, that's true. And Mitchie says, yee! And thank you so much, friend. And then there's the emote of her and Elora hugging. Well, you are welcome, and I'm always happy to help spread the word about the fun and entertaining live streams that you do. Dr. Trapp in the multiverse of thickness. Yeah, there's probably some dimensions I'd probably never leave. You know, there'd be like thick Asian universe, big booty Latina universe, hot Middle Eastern ladies dimension. Oh my god. I'd be like, which one do I pick? I just disappear for months or even years at a time. A few you'd never leave then. Oh, definitely. Definitely, yeah. I wouldn't be able to tear myself away. Anyway, enough about my fantasies. Back to this stuff. Oh, on Kick, Dottie is saying, let's see, this is a dream, and happy birthday, I guess, to everyone who is having birthdays. Yep, mine isn't until the end of the year, in which I shall turn 40. 40. And I'm just like, man, where did the time go? Dragon says, you youngin'. Yes, I know. I am not the oldest person here, by far. That would be Sean! Oh, Callie is going? Sorry, I did not notice. I always like to make fun of Sean and tell him that he's a young man. No, wait, actually, I think it might be Tate. I think Tate is the oldest guy here. Tate is the man of the mountain who comes down to offer his knowledge and friendship. Let's see here. Callie says, I'm gonna leave and lurk and try and get some sleep. Hashtag stay sage and thanks, and it's a trap. Well, you are welcome, Callie. It was great having you here for you know, while you were here, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at Dom's Bash. Yeah, Tate says, you what? You pick potpourri? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Tell me. Dom says, I remember being 40, but that was in one of my earlier regenerations. Oh yeah, Dom, you gotta send me some pictures of your face so I can have my AI program train itself on you, and then I can turn you into a Time Lord, coming out of the TARDIS and all of that, going on your next adventure. Tate says, could be. Sean says, a pox on your house? Oh, man. Alpha Proto says, stay safe, Callie. And Dragon says, potpourri is flowers. You pick flowers? What? Is that supposed to be some sort of insult, or, you know, do you just want me to get into gardening? I actually wouldn't mind getting into gardening if I didn't have this back injury. Dried flowers. Scented dried flowers. I still don't understand. Are you trying to say I'm old and dead? Dead and old? Potpourri is a mix of dried flowers. I'm making an analogy. Well, I just don't get it. And I'm sorry, I wish I could understand all the references. Some people keep a bowl in their bathroom for the smell and all. Ah, so their poopies don't smell bad. Now it all makes sense. Let's see. When picking which universe to stay in. I'm sorry, Tate. All of this is flying right over my head. You're gonna have to like DM me on Discord, like, you know, the whys and like what cultures and all that stuff. Because I want to know. Okay, pick one that has them. Pick one that has them all. Oh, I see. So a little of column A and a little from column B, basically, Tate. Sounds like a good Ninja Steve enters the multiverse skit. No. There will be no multiverses when I bring back Ninja Steve and Space Opera. I am so sick of multiverses. There will be none. There will just be one timeline with a clear beginning, middle, and end. And that will be that. And if anyone wants to try and, you know, adapt the Ninja Steve storyline, I'm gonna have to pull a Bob Zemeckis and be like, yeah, you can do it when I'm dead. And even then, it'll be tied up in the Trapp estate. So, someone will have to buy the rights to reimagine or remake Ninja Steve from me. Or my descendants. Anyway, y'all are bothering me. I'm trying to learn something. I'm angry. I'm angry at you all. But I'm also happy that you're here, so thank you. Okay, what are we doing? Oh yeah, run cycles, yeah. Ah, interesting. Okay, so we changed the end frame to 24 frames instead of 250. And then we zoom in like that on the animation time frame. I wonder where Irish is. I hope he's okay. He's probably tearing up the road like Ghost Rider. Get out of the way, you bastards! I'm trying to get home! He'd probably say worse stuff than that. When he's not here, I miss his presence. And when he is here, I cherish him. By the way, Mr. Proto, since you're here... Wait, are you still here? You are still here. Great. Would you like to chat with me while I do this stuff? I haven't spoken to you in a while. You know, I just figured, you're here. You're a good buddy of mine. We could chat while I try and learn from this tutorial. You know, only if you feel up to it. And he puts a clover in the chat. I can't right now. I'm too busy listening to you blend. But I'm not even that loud of a blender. Some blenders are really loud. Even when you put the little top on, you know, to make sure all of the ingredients just don't go splattering out everywhere. Although, people have to be careful with that around me. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm not that loud when I blend. But alright, maybe another time. I just hope the work that you're doing is going well as well. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have not taken some medications of mine. I'm like, why do I feel like, why does my back hurt so much? I was like, oh, right. I haven't taken my meds yet. I'm working while I listen to you. Ah, well, that just makes me blush. No, but I appreciate it. So, hold on, folks. I will put the Be Right Back screen on. You'll still hear the music. And I'm still here. I'm just taking some meds. It's all prescribed. I swear. All right, I'm back. And Mr. Proto says, I really do appreciate the offer to talk. I'm just in the zone right now. I'm hoping to finish these animations tonight. It's tough for me to get focused, so I don't want to get distracted. Well, you keep on trucking there, soldier. And, you know, I hope all the best for you and that you can finish the animations that you're working on. And here I am trying to start an animation. All right, Tate. I responded to the message you sent me on Discord. So, yeah, it was a good reference. I just, I just didn't know what it meant. So I was just like, what does that mean? Okay, so I think we're gonna start posing this character to... Hold on, let me move this real quick. Okay, so the basic run cycle animation is going to look like these 4 poses, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then the first one is gonna repeat, but the other leg is gonna move. So, you know, that's basically what I'm being told here. So, let's try and get on with it. So where do we go from here? Okay, so I guess we hit the record button. Oh, I should probably move the timer there. Frame 1. Oh, I see. Okay, so now we're gonna try and line this up. G, and then the Y axis, and then move that along here to try and line that up with that, I guess. Oh, actually, I guess I could move that over slightly more. Okay, so frame 0. Okay. Huh. Oh, I didn't realize that. So, what was just explained here is that putting a keyframe, instead of it being on frame 1 and instead moving it over to frame 0, is the same as putting the keyframe onto frame 24. So then it becomes like a looping style animation. So that's why instead of like putting it, you know, to frame 1 where you would think things would naturally begin, it's almost like putting it at the end and then it becomes an endless loop. So that was very interesting. I did not know that. Alright, we are 3 minutes now into this 10-minute tutorial. So, we're making some progress. We've already been streaming for an hour. The time, it do fly. It do fly by. Oh yeah, I guess I can bring this back now. This menu here. This kind of helps show where all of our items are in 3D space. And with this box being ticked yellow, it shows that there was some movement here. So that's been recorded, but you know, nothing's been recorded yet for our, oh god. Sorry, I felt a twinge of pain. For our 3D character yet. Guess the drugs haven't properly kicked in yet. Oh wow, Mitchie's close to 600 followers on Twitch. That's awesome. I shall like and repost that. And I will do that on both of my accounts. Try and help that get to as far of an audience as possible. Oh, there we go. Just popped up right again there. I will like and repost that too. And yes, once again, Mitchie, thank you for the raid. And I hope some of the people from my friend Geekdom's Couch Gang will follow you, and they can see how awesome that your streams can be. Alright, now I will pop back over to It's a Trap Productions. I thought about changing, or I should say creating a separate Twitch channel for It's a Trap Productions, but right now I just don't see the need. All of my support comes from the people that I've met on my current Twitch channel, and you guys are interested in, you know, all of the things that I do, you know, some more so than others. So there's no need for me to change, or I should say, to create a separate Twitch channel and, like, you know, start that whole process all over again of trying to gain followers and gain monetization and so on and so forth. Maybe in the future, but not now. Not like with YouTube, where it's like you really have to separate your channels into yeah, Twitch doesn't have to be as curated as YouTube. Exactly, Mr. Proto. Couldn't have said it any better. Heck, I'd like to do watch parties again. You know, with live streams, and there's a way to do it. My friend Raquel showed me how, where Well, it would be kind of like similar to this, but anyway, that's a totally different topic. But it's something I'm thinking about doing in the not too distant future. Okay, so what are we doing now? Twitch is just about streaming. YouTube is like a TV station. They only watch you for certain things. Splitting the subscribers tends not to work. Yeah, with Twitch, yeah. 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 With YouTube, you'd have to have a station for gaming, for animation in my case, and the other things that I plan on doing. Oh, I need to rewind this slightly. Okay, so we're going to drag our playhead over to frame 3. Okay, and then we're going to move... It's just moving the picture along right now. So we move that over here, more or less. Dom says, yeah, it just all falls under variety here if you do different things. Yeah, I agree. Alright, and then frame 6. And then I guess we move to the next pose. I think I see what's happening. Like, as the character is moving, this picture is going to move across to the different poses, and then I guess we'll match that up with it. So, we'll see how that goes. Yep. Okay, so then frame 9. About there. Okay. Wow, that went by pretty fast. Holy smokes. Oh, right. Gotta go back to frame 0. Yes, thank you, Stream Elements, for reminding me that Panda is lurking. I don't know what's up with Stream Elements and these late notifications. That hasn't happened before. Also, wow. 6 more days of doing these Blender streams, and I guess it would have been a month, quote-unquote, of, well, using Blender 3D to try and learn. So, that's pretty cool. That's really the longest I've ever stuck with something. Even the language learning things, I've kind of let fall by the wayside a bit. I will pick those back up again. But yeah, I'm really proud that I've stuck with this for so long, and I can certainly do a lot more with Blender than I could in the past. It's not quite where I want to be, but it's a lot further than I was at the beginning of this year, or even 3 months ago for that matter. Dom says, good on you for sticking with it, and more to come, I'm sure. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I have many plans. Not just about, you know, like, sus videos, but, you know, just some actual video tests that I've been wanting to do for a while. When I was trying to make the baseball, for instance, that's one idea that I had, that I still intend on making a more fleshed out animation with, and there's some other ones that will hopefully test the waters with what I want to try and do later on. Oh, right. I must get the 3D character to do stuff. Right, so we need to get all the bones. Let's see. Well, maybe not that, but this. Nope. This. There we go. And then we need to go into pose mode. Well, the only way to do it is to do it. So, we will grab this foot here. Let's see, where did we grab that foot? Rewind this slightly. Alright. Oh, I guess he has the character not on rendered mode, but on solid display. Ooh. It's almost going through. I think I'll keep him in rendered mode, just so I can keep better track of what is where. So, let's see. I think it's this foot here. Nope. There we go. So kind of moving that there, more or less. All right. There'll be some more bending involved. Okay, so no leg stretchy, so turn that off. And I guess here too, turn that off. Oh, it's so hard to see everything. What now? Who dares to bother me? Summer dog danger. Look for these signs to prevent heat stroke in your furry friends. Thank you, Weather Channel. Good to know, but I do not own a dog presently. Okay. Oh yeah, then he said to bring the hips down. Okay, so that would be like this. And then down, I guess, a bit like that. Back slightly, he says. Okay. Let me watch that. Okay. There we go. And then rotate. I guess kind of like that. Foot back up a bit more, kind of like that. Okay. Zoom back in for that. And once again, I really appreciate everyone for coming to hang out and watch. I know this is a slow process, but, you know, you get to see it come together. And I appreciate that. Well, we're actually halfway through this tutorial now. 5 minutes into this 10-minute tutorial. Oh, I see. Okay. So I gotta roll it like that. Yeah. Is that foot controller. Trying to make this more or less match up. Yeah, kind of like that. It's not going to be quite there because this picture is a bit bigger than the character itself. I didn't scale it down precisely. I think it's meant to be kind of like that. I think those are the toes. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like a good matchup, kind of like that right there. Just got to move the arms into position. Ah, thank you, Mr. Proto. I am certainly trying my best. Alright, now we're going to come around from the side view to front view. It almost looks like he's doing kind of a ballerina kind of pose right there. So come over here, touch that. And I guess we're going to turn off the IK controller. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's going to go to forward kinematics. So that brings the arm down. And then do the same thing for this arm over here. Nick Gamer says, good night. It is past my bedtime. Well, alright. Have yourself a good night, Nick Gamer, and hope to see you at the next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow. Probably be about this time tomorrow night. Well, the time I started, anyway. About 7 p.m. or so Pacific time. Faith OBJ says, hi, I wish you good work. Very nice, bro. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm sorry for not noticing your chat earlier. Like I said, the Restream chat app is not showing chats from THICC. So I have to click on my browser and look over at THICC to see if anyone is even watching. And most of the times it's pretty quiet over here on THICC, so I appreciate you coming by and saying hello and wishing me good luck and all that. Yeah, I'm doing starting a run cycle animation. And this is my first time doing this. I'm learning from a tutorial. And that's what's happening here. Okay, so oh, okay, so he selected, it looks like this part of the arm right here. Nope, not that part. This part. Alright, so the R key or rotate and then hit the X axis twice to, whoa, wait, nope. I guess not that part of the arm. Or maybe it was, I just did the wrong thing. That was the right one. How dare you not listen to me? Oh, maybe because I need to go back to side view. Kind of. No, it's not going... It's going like kind of up and across. Which is not bad, but it's not quite where I want the arm to be. Let me look at this. Okay, so I guess I could just not use that. I could just sort of do... Oh, okay. Nope, that was correct. Maybe I could bring that back slightly. Let me undo that. Kind of just do it like... there, yeah. And then I can do the same thing here. Do it like that. Okay, there we go. Getting a little hung up on the details, but managed to do it. Okay, next up. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the side here and I guess grab that same controller from this side. And now we're going to bring it up. Kind of like about there? Oh yeah, I see what they're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna end up bending the arm and then the forearm and maybe not so much the hands, but yeah. Yeah. Yep, so we're just copying those poses. So click over here. And then rotate about, yeah, about there. And then the forearm we're going to bring down. Just need to kind of come over here. Yeah. Okay, so this part here, rotate Z-axis or Z. Whoa. Let's undo that. Oh yeah, that is kind of doing that like that. Well, maybe not. Okay, undo. That's the other side of the picture. Yeah, it just seems to work better when I just bend it like that. Oh, this needs to come up a bit higher. No, not that. This. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe that could go a little bit closer to the body. Oh no, wait, I forgot. The arm's gonna bend, so... Yeah, like that part will stay there, and then the forearm / elbow will bend a bit too. I gotta keep those things in mind. Yeah, so now we're gonna bend this. No, not that. This. Yeah, bend that up. About there. And then I think it's gonna twist. So we're going to go into side view. Okay, so now we're going to rotate the character from the hips a bit forward. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's looking good. Yep, everything's rotations. I guess this could come up a bit more. I'll probably rotate the forearm and then, yeah. Front view, that's 7, I think? Nope, that's top view. There we go, that's front view. Okay, now what? Yeah, okay. Okay, so which part of the foot controller? I think he's grabbing that part. Oh no, not that part. That part. Oh yeah, it's hard to kind of see where that controller is. There we go. Now we can go back into front view. G, then X. Yeah, something like that. Wait, which controller is he clicking there? Okay, it looks like this one. Okay. G, then X. Oof. Let me undo that. That was a little too much. G, X. Something like that. There we go. Okay, so then we gotta get this. Yeah, okay. So that would be R, Z, and then twist it kind of like that. Yeah, that looks a bit more natural, both from the side as well as from the front. It's a little confusing seeing all of the controllers there, but yeah, it definitely makes more sense. Which controller is that? It's hard to tell which one is which. Okay, I'm guessing it's that one. So a slight forward rotation there. As well as this. I think my arm here needs to come down a bit more. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta come back around to front view. Now it wants to put the knee. Okay, and then rotate the knee a little bit more forward. So it's it coming off the side there. Yeah, it's more or less like that. Let's see, and then this one. Straightening that one out just a tad bit. Yeah, turning off all the things here. Let's see, is it... No, that's the picture. Here it is. So turning all of that off, you can kind of see where things are. And yeah, that's coming across really well. And it's not 100% lined up because the the picture here isn't scaled completely down to that of the 3D model. But yeah, that's looking really good. Maybe the leg. Nah, I'm not going to be too, like, overly critical about that. I like the way that this looks so far. This is a good guide for, you know, doing a run. Looking good. Appreciate that, Dom. And I still appreciate a lot of you guys still hanging out, just watching me trying to put all this together. We're 8 minutes into this tutorial, so we're starting to come down towards the end. And once I reach the end of the tutorial, then we're just gonna go ahead and wrap things up for tonight. So hopefully it should be like maybe another 10 or 15 minutes or so, and then we should be done, depending on how much I have left to do in this. And then maybe we can raid someone else and pass on the love. I would raid my friend Ray Kaufman. He's playing Clair Obscure, but I think he's much further in the game than you are, Dom, so yeah, I'm probably not gonna raid him tonight as much as I would like to. Ah, look, a bot. Goodbye, bot. Cheap viewers. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make you, my friend Geekdom, a mod in this chat. There you go. I now bestow upon you the powers of the THICC. May you uphold the ideals of a thick lord, a thick warrior, and smite down evil wherever you see it in my chat. You honor me, my lord THICC. THICC llamas? Yes. I dub thee Sir THICC Llama, master of all THICC llamas. May evil be smote where you see THICC being endangered. But yeah, I am happy to make you a mod. You know, we've known each other for a good chunk of change now. So, yeah. You deserve it, my friend. I mean, that's Lord Sir THICC Llama. Remember, that's true. I will have to keep that in mind. Lord Sir THICC. LST. Alright, what's left in this tutorial to do? Alright, yeah, we'll bring back the rig. Alright, so now we're going to hit select all according to the tutorial. And now we insert keyframes. Oh, wait, wait, did that do that automatically? Yeah, I think it did. Oh, let me undo that real quick. Might have to hit right-click. Let's see. Yeah, insert keyframe with key and set right, and then it's location and rotation. Right. That's a bit different, but it's the right keyframe to add in. How time flies. Glad to have you as a friend, matey. And you as well. 4.5 years, but we were interacting prior to that via ASI. Yes, that's true. Okay, I'm just listening to the tutorial. Alright, so we're gonna copy this keyframe here. Let's see, I guess it'll take us into... I mean, this isn't quite side view. Bring this up a bit more. Alright, so click on the keyframe here, hit the shift key and the D key for duplicate, and then we drag it across to frame 24. Okay, so we're gonna go to frame 12. Paste flipped. Wow, I'm learning all sorts of stuff here. Go to pose here. Oh, which is what I've never clicked on that before. Oh yeah, paste, pose, flipped. Oh, error. Internal clipboard is empty. So let's see. I guess. Oh, I have to. I guess hit copy, or just hit Control C. And then go over here, paste, pose, flipped, and then, oh yeah, and then there that is. Oh, wow. Oh, but then well, I mean, that is kind of what that is, but I'm sure there's more in-between stuff we're gonna have to do. Maybe we'll also get rid of the picture kind of scrolling back and forth like that. Oh wow, yeah, there's that. Alright, that's it for part 1 of the run cycle. So, that's it. We did it. We made it to the end. It's a running man of sorts, yeah. There's going to be more to learn in the next lesson. The next lesson is also 10 minutes long. But yeah, we did it. We made it to the end. And I am so grateful and thankful for all of you watching. So we have, let's see, 8 people watching on Twitch, and well, just 3 people watching on YouTube, and well, 1 person on Kick. So most of our audience is on Twitch and apparently X as well, where it says 13. I don't know if those viewers are, you know, just people who glanced at the stream and left, or if you're just lurkers. In which case, I appreciate my lurkers. So that was the run, and the next part will be the DMC. Oh my god. I need to have Dexter make myself a dying emotion for my VTuber. Just so I could be like, no, not the puns. Ah, oh, it hurts. Oh gosh, it hurts. Ah. But yeah, that's... On that note, on that very punny note, I shall take us back to the void, and we'll pick up with this hopefully tomorrow night. And if I don't stream tomorrow night, then it'll probably be Wednesday morning, because I can't stream Wednesday nights most of the nights because I have religious services on Wednesday nights. So thank you all for coming by to watch. Thank you for the raids from Mitchie. Yep, we got a raid from Mitchie, and then did we get a... I thought we got an earlier raid, Shadow Legends. Well, I got... Oh no, it was a subscribe from Dom, and then I guess a lot of you guys came over from Liliana's stream and just popped up over here. So... yeah, I appreciate that. I'm trying to see if there's someone I can raid. Let's see. ShamWowzer, let's see. I only met them very recently through Irish's streams. They are playing Risk of Rain 2, so maybe we'll go raid them, see how he's doing. He's got a few people watching, so I'm sure he would appreciate the having some additional viewers. You can raid Ray if you want, as I'll be heading to bed. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. I just didn't want you to accidentally get spoiled on some future thing that you haven't come across yet. But I really did want to raid Ray. Gosh, that's hard to get out. Because he and I are of a very similar mind. We're both very creative guys. He's made his own original animated series with some very notable voice actors attached, like Johnny Young Bosch and Steve Bloom, for instance. And it didn't get that many views, which is tragic, but you know, it's an original property, and it is hard to get people kind of, you know, interested in original things. So yes, I will raid Ray. He usually stays on for a few hours, and hopefully he'll see that. You don't have to not go there on my account. Well, alright. I appreciate that, Dom. I was just trying to think about my Lord Sir Thick mod. I had to think about that. But let's do that. Okay. Raid Ray Kaufman. I like Johnny Young Bosch. Yeah, same here. He's done so much great work over the years. It is very much appreciated. Thank you, my friend. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you again for, what is it, 48 months, 49 months being a sub? That is a long, long time. And so, you know, I'm just I'm just happy to support my friends as much as I can. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, if not tomorrow night, Wednesday morning. I'll let you guys know how it goes for my mom's ultrasound procedure for the scan on her, and I guess we'll find out the results of that hopefully in a few days. Been lovely to hang with you for a spell. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good night to you too, my Lord Dom, and good night to everyone who has watched across YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X. Thick blessings be upon you, and since this is my sign-off from It's a Trap Productions, besides saying may the thick be with you, I will say, let's make our dreams a reality. Good night, and I'll see you all later.